Hi everybody, this is Robert at Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we're going to show you how to use our email signature templates. This is going to be a step-by-step, click-by-click tutorial on exactly what to do to access our templates, make your copy, make your edits to make it yours, and then finally upload it to your signature and resize it for the best fit. Do note that if there's any steps where I'm moving a little quickly for you, you're welcome to pause the video after I perform the step and then go perform it on your side and then restart the video and follow along after that. You can do this as many times as you need. That's why we love video here. You can pause the video and work at your own speed. You do not have to try to keep up with me. Our first step will be to visit our templates page. That's scottleroymarketing.com/templates. And that is templates plural with an S. You do have to put an S at the end of that to access the page. When you go to visit this page, our website will ask you for a password to access KW resources. This password is your Market Center number. And if you're not sure what that Market Center number is, you can reach out to your Market Center leadership or send us an email at support@scottleroymarketing.com with the city that your Market Center is in, and we can look that up for you. Once you're logged in, you should be right here at the templates page. The very first thing you should see is this video right here that you're watching with these instructions. As you scroll down the page, we're going to look for email signatures, and this list is alphabetical, so email signatures will be after C here. It looks like we don't have any D options currently, so we'll click on email signatures. This is going to bring us into Google Drive. This is how we share our templates here. There are several different folders here, and you can choose different signatures based on your wants and needs. I'm just going to open up the normal email signatures here. And then you should see a preview of each of the signatures here in the list. You can open up any of these signatures. You can even open multiple signatures to look through them and see which one you like or don't like. I'll just open up this first option here that has Scott's picture. And now from here, there's a couple of things we need to make sure of in order to be able to make a copy into your own Google Drive so that you can edit this. If you'll notice up here at the top left, we've got view only open. That means that this template you can only look at for the time being. You would actually need to make a copy into your own Google Drive to make any edits. We do not grant any edit access to our templates. If you click on this here, it'll tell you you can only view this document. If you were signed into Google, it would give you the option to request edit access. Do not request edit access. That's not the correct way to use these templates. Instead, we would want File, Make a Copy. Now you'll notice that Make a Copy is grayed out here. That means that I'm not signed into a Google account. If you don't have the Make a Copy option, if it's grayed out, that means you need to sign into your Google account. So we'll do that by clicking the Sign In button up here in the very top right. If you are already signed into your Google account, you will be able to File, Make a Copy. Now please wait as we sign in to follow along after the Make a Copy step. We'll sign into our Google account, and then it'll take us back here to the template. And if I go up here in the top left, now under View Only, there's that button for Request Edit Access. Again, this is not what we're doing. We do not want to request edit access. That is incorrect. Instead, we'll click File and Make a Copy. So if you were already signed into your Google account, this is what you'll see, Copy Document. I like to remove the Copy Of here, and then that's just the name of your file in your Google Drive system. Under that, you have the option to move it to a different folder in your Google Drive. If you click in there, you do have some additional options if you've created some folders. I'm just going to leave it as My Drive. It'll be on the home page of my Google Drive, which we'll show you how to access later. So we'll click OK here to make this copy. Now you'll notice up here at the top of my browser, I've got a new tab here, and this is opening up my editable copy. Over here on the left is the SLM uneditable version, and we actually want to close this tab so that we don't have any confusion. Now that we only have the editable version, now we're going to customize this with our own information, maybe our own logo or our own picture. And this is very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. It's Google Slides, which is equivalent to Microsoft PowerPoint. So things are going to be very familiar as you're moving things around. So I'm going to change this to my name and then our actual contact information. And you'll notice these are going down into multiple lines. So what you'll have to do is potentially just widen this text field here to see if it'll fit on just one line. It looks like it's not going to without going over into the white. So what we might need to do instead is do Control A to select all of our text in here. And if we come up here to the top to our formatting bar, you'll see that this is font size 30. We may need to change this to maybe font size 20 to see if it'll fit on one line. It looks like it almost does, so let me see if I can scooch this right side over just a little bit, and there we go. Now the email address fits on just one line. That's how you can edit text in these email signatures. It's also very simple to edit images. If you'll click on this Keller Williams logo here and then give it a right click, you have the option down here to replace image in the menu that drops down. And you've got a couple of options here for search the web, upload from computer, things like that. We're going to upload from computer, and you can replace this with any image anywhere. I'm just going to do this no agent image right here. Actually, we'll do the white KW here. So that's replaced that logo there. You can replace this with your logo, your Market Center's KW logo. If you need help finding your Market Center's logo, we have specific instructions for that. Send us an email at support@scottleroymarketing.com and we can send that to you. Now we're going to go over here and replace this picture. We'll right click it and we'll replace image again, and we're going to upload from computer again. So I'm going to replace this with this no agent image. And now I've got this different image in place of Scott's picture. So say we've made all the edits we need to do, and these are fully editable. You can change anything about these signatures. You see this black section back here. I can move this left. I can move this right. I can shrink it down. These are 100% completely fully editable. You can change anything about these signatures. One thing to note about these signatures is that if you add any links to them, like your website or your email address, or say you were to add some social media icons and apply links to those will not reflect in the finished product. They will not be linked in your email signature. These are single image blocks, and they are not allowed to have any links in them. If you'd rather have HTML signatures that have links in them, you can link individual parts of the signature, you would want to visit scottleroymarketing.com/email-signature, and you can contact Brandco, our vendor, to have them create a custom clickable signature for you. No links applied to these signatures. Our complimentary templates are going to reflect in your final signature. It does not allow links in these single image blocks. Once you've made all the changes that you want to make and you're happy with the way the signature looks and you're ready to put it into your email signature, there are a few steps to do before we actually get to upload it to your email signature. The first step is up in the top left. We're going to click File, and then we'll hover over Download As, and we want to download this as a PDF document. There is the option to download it as a JPEG or a PNG, but these are fairly low quality, and the complaint we get most often with these is that they are blurry. So instead, to make a not blurry signature, we have to download this as a PDF document, which is much higher quality. So we'll download it as a PDF, and it's downloaded that to my downloads folder here in Chrome. Depending on your operating system and your settings, it may put that somewhere else, but first place to check is your downloads folder. So we're not going to open this up. Instead, we're going to open a new tab. So we'll click our plus sign up here, or do Control T or Command T to create a new tab. And we're going to visit PDF2jpg.net. So that's P as in Paul, D as in dog, F as in Frank, the number 2, J, P as in Paul, G as in go, dot, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, T as in Tom. That's not PDF2jpg.com, it's PDF2jpg.net. On this page, we're going to ignore the big green start button. This is actually an ad, and we're coming just below that to the blue button that says choose a PDF file. So we'll click on that choose a PDF file, and then we're going to navigate to our downloads folder here. So here I've got my email signature PDF that we just downloaded from Google Slides. So I'll select that and click open. Over on the right, we've got a quality drop down. You want to choose either 150 dpi or 300 dpi. 300 is much higher quality and it's going to be a lot less grainy. 150 dpi is going to be lower quality, but it will load faster so people see it faster in your email signature. It's up to you which of these you want to choose. This one is slower, this one is faster, this one is better quality, this one is slightly lower quality, but it's usually not perceptible. I'm going to choose 150 dpi DPI, but you can choose 300 if you like. Do not choose 75 DPI. That's very low quality, so we don't want to use that. I'll choose 150 DPI. And then we'll click our blue Convert PDF to JPG button. Once this file is finished processing, you'll notice that there may be 2 or 3 pages listed here. So if we go back to our signature file here, you'll notice here is the actual signature that we worked on. The second page here is a warning about single block images. And then this last page here is information about where to find the instructions for this template. So we're going to ignore that page 2 and page 3. Those don't need to be in our signature, so we don't need to worry about downloading either of those. Instead, we just want to download page 1. So we'll click our download link here, and that's going to put that in my downloads folder again by default. Now we're almost ready to get this uploaded to our email signature. First, we have to upload this image somewhere else to host it, and then we're going to embed it using the address of that image, and that's not as complicated as it sounds. We're going to, in the address part, we're going to leave this PDF to JPEG site, and instead we're going to go to our MyKW account. We're going to get logged into mykw.kw.com. Once we're logged into our MyKW system, let me zoom in just a little bit here. In the eEdge control panel right in the center, in the My Marketing section, we're going to click this plus sign just next to My Marketing, and then we're going to go to File Manager, the third option down right here. Once we're in our eEdge system, we're going to go on the left here and click on Upload Image, and then we'll click Select Files. Or if you're using Chrome, you can just drag and drop this image up into this box, but I'm not going to do that. I'll do Select Files, and then go over to my downloads folder again, and I'm going to, instead of uploading the email signature PDF, we're going to upload the email signature JPG instead. And then we'll click Open, and then we're going to scroll down just a little bit and click Upload. Once the upload is complete, we'll have to click Close down here in this box, and now we'll have this new email signature image that we just uploaded. Just in case you have many images in your eEdge system already, we'll click on Uploaded Date over here on the right to sort these by oldest first, and then we'll click it again to sort by newest first. This will be your most recently uploaded image, and that should be the signature that you just uploaded. I'm going to click on this image name here to open up the image, and then we'll right-click on the image, and I'm copying the image address, or if on different browsers it may say image location. Address or location is what you want. You don't want to copy the image itself, and you don't want to save the image. We want to copy the image address. So now that's on my clipboard. Now finally I can go into my signature. So I'm going to open a new tab and go to gmail.com. And since we're already signed into our Google account, we don't have to sign in. Once we're on our Gmail homepage, up in the top right, I'll click on Settings, and then I'll click Settings in the menu that drops down. And then on the General tab here, we'll scroll all the way down, and you should have your signature section here. It should most likely be blank. I like to start with a couple of blank lines. I hit Enter once or twice before I try to insert the image. That's in case you need to edit it in the future, and it also creates a little bit of separation between the body of your email and the signature of your email. So now we've got my cursor down here a couple of lines down. Then we're going to click on the Insert Image button right here. That'll pop up this box here, and you may have one or more options in this box. If you're only signed in to one Google account, you should have all of these options: My Drive, Upload, or Web Address. If you're signed into more than one Google account, say your KW email or another Gmail account, you should only have the option for Web Address URL. Either way, this is the option that we're going to use, Web Address URL. So we'll click on that tab, and we're going to paste in that image address that we just copied from eEdge. And now it's got a preview of my signature image right here. Now I'll just click Select, and that'll put that into my signature. And you may notice this is very large. It's a little bit too big for use with an email signature. That's not a big deal. We'll be editing that in just a minute. First, we'll want to scroll down and make sure to check this box for Insert this signature before quoted text. You do want to check this box so that it's at the bottom of each message you send rather than stacked at the bottom of every message in the email chain. And then we'll scroll to the bottom and click Save Changes. Now we should be back in our Gmail inbox. We'll click the Compose button to start a new email, and you'll notice that this image is still very large. So I'm going to maximize my Compose window here up to full screen, and okay, I've got it. Now I'll click on my image, and you'll notice there's a couple of blue dots that appear in the corners of this image. You'll notice when I hover my cursor over them, it changes to a double-ended arrow that points inward and outward. This is how we're going to resize our image. So you can click and drag this down to make it smaller. You can click and drag out to make it bigger. So resize your image to the size that you want. I like it just about here. You may like it a little bit bigger. You may like it a little bit smaller. Wherever you like it size-wise, you may want to re-minimize this to look in the compose window and see whether it looks good in the regular compose. Once you've got that the size that you want, we're going to do Control or Command A on our keyboard to select all. We want to select everything in this composed message here. And then we will Control or Command C to copy. We could right click and try copying, but it actually just gives us all these weird options. So we have to do Control A and Control C as in copy. Now we'll return to our settings page where we inserted that signature in the first place, and we'll scroll down to the bottom and we'll click on the large signature image, remove that, and then we'll paste in the signature that we just resized. So right click and paste, or Control and V for Victor. And now that is much better sized for an email signature. Now we can scroll down one last climb, click Save Changes. I'm going to close this draft here and compose a new message. And now that's resized to the size that I want it. Now, say you wanted to make changes to this email signature. We can't edit this image, we can't change it from within Gmail, and we can't change the file that we've downloaded. We would need to return to Google Drive and open the source file, the Google Slides file, and make changes in there, and then re-download it as a PDF, reconvert it to a JPEG, re-upload it to Market Leader, and then reinsert it into the signature and resize it. So I'm going to close all these tabs here, and I will open a new one and go to drive.google.com. D-R-I-V-E, like driving a car, .google.com. Since you're already signed into your Google account, it should just take you to your Drive homepage, and you should see this new email signature file that you just created, email signature 001. You may have some additional files. I have some previous files in here from where I showed people how to use the signatures before. We're going to open up the one that we just made changes to, this new email signature 001 that we just worked on. So we'll double click that, and that will open that back up in Slides. From here, we can make any changes that we need to make. We can move images around. I could move this KW logo down here. I could move my picture to the other side. I could move the name up here. I could move this information over here. You can make any changes that you want, and then you would go through that same process after we made the changes the first time. You'll want to File, Download as PDF. You'd want to visit pdf2jpg.net to convert it to a JPEG. Please refer back to earlier in the video. And then you'll upload that to your Market Leader database. And then you'll insert that into the signature and then resize it. That's how to use the Scott Leroy Marketing email signature templates. If you have additional questions, feel free to send us an email at support@scottleroymarketing.com.